Orders are as follows. Good morning, cadets. Welcome back to our Star Trek Resurgence playthrough, where I'm gonna have to find the device, the con device around in engineering, and I've been thinking about.
There's a lot of noise in here.
Yeah.
I should scan the device putting out the most radiation to filter it out.
So yeah, I've been thinking about possible suspects, and I know I said Calloway, potentially Chovak, and my third suspicion might be a kind of a long shot. Is actually the captain, because he is too. We're butting heads too much, and sometimes, yeah, I understand his point of view, but he's too concerned about his reputation and all that. So I wonder. I don't know. I wonder if he's been altered or somehow. Guess we'll see.
That's better. Most other radiation sources in here are well contained. There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here.
Okay, this has.
A little bit of harmless radiation leakage here, but enough to mask the tetrametric pulses. Easy enough to cancel out. There's still something drowning out the tetrametric radiation. I need to find it so I could filter it out as well.
Okay, that's the EPS conduits. Wait, you're showing me this direction. Up or down? Oh, really? This one here? Isn't this one of the maintenance shafts? I think it is.
Jeffrey's tubes
Yeah,
thump
Jeffrey's
harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There we go. I'm getting a clear tetrametric signal now.
And it looks like it's in this direction. Guys, really? I can see it visually here. They're literally crystals.
Found it.
How was this missed? Really?
Excuse me, do you belong here? Commander
Calloway?
Rydek. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you.
Paul. Calloway, right?
Yes, You know, it means a lot that you remembered. What, are you doing back here? I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually go digging around engineering compartments.
I was actually looking for you.
I was looking for you.
Under the console?
Dropped my tricorder. But I do need your help. Have you seen anyone else in here recently that might seem out of the ordinary? Maybe someone who doesn't work in engineering.
Not that I can think of, but I can ask around. I'm here almost all the time, but maybe someone else noticed something?
Be discreet about it.
That would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty.
Good to
I'll
know.
leave you alone already. Oh, come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
Tylus?
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
Thank you.
Yes, it would. I mean, yeah, I haven't considered Tylus as well. But it was a positive reaction for him. And since Calloway was flattered to learn Jara had come looking for him when he discovered her lurking in engineering, even though it did strike him as rather odd.
Maybe Tylus saw something.
Okay, speak with Tylus. Any other person in particular I can speak with? Let me check on the patients. Everybody good? Nobody from the Delphi Ardu 4 incident, right? Okay, Tylas?
Tylas, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
There's something happening. I may need your help. This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duval, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Draconian technology. Does that mean there's a scion on board? But Dr. Duval bioscanned everyone. Every deck, every crew member, I've seen the logs. She couldn't have been more thorough.
We have to trace contacts.
We have to trace every contact, starting with engineering, which is where the device was planted.
At least that narrows the list. But we still have to go back quite a while.
Whatever it takes.
It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the Scions as much as anybody.
Yeah, sure.
I would feel more comfortable if you did.
I understand.
Clear.
Now it's your turn.
Sure.
Clear.
Don't sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the Scions as well. You never know.
Let's get to it. The search starts in engineering. Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours. So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order.
This could take forever to sort through the number of people that were in engineering.
Okay, let's eliminate the duplicates first.
I'll filter out the duplicates.
That helps.
Okay, the Hotari delegation.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari.
Now this is manageable.
And then I guess non-engineering personnel.
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering. Let's see who's left.
It's like 3 persons. Okay. The captain.
No. This can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari and visited engineering, it could only have been Captain Solano.
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi Ardu 4. Which would have been the perfect opportunity. And no one would question him. He's the captain.
I mean, it kinda adds up.
As much as I hate to admit it. Assuming it's true, it does explain why he was so opposed to getting help from Portal.
And he
Indeed.
made several trips to Hotari. So they had plenty of opportunity to target him.
What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
That's not going to be easy. First thing I need to do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful. And good luck.
I'll need it. I found the device.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Takan. What many consider the birthplace of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits? Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvan's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our largest arsenal. Not that we needed it in the late stages of the Empire, but it was there as a precaution nonetheless.
What kind of weapons?
What kind of weapons are in this arsenal?
It's difficult to know what would have survived from the time of the Empire, but be assured that the damage they have done so far by altering your current technology will be minuscule compared to proper Taconian firepower. If Galvan and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous. My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Takan were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a Scion, hidden among your crew. And it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion Saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvan and the Saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is? They may well do more damage if left alone. Time is not on your side.
I mean, I was wondering if you could ask him if there's a chance that he can detect somehow. But if he's the captain... Yeah, if it's the captain, I'm just trying to rewind. As I was wondering if he's the captain, he would have said something. Like, yo, the captain is not himself. But I guess maybe in a way he did. Or he was suspicious of the captain. Or maybe he has suspicions of the captain because after the captain left, he told us about the device. Like, somebody planted the device. So I wonder. So I think I'm gonna be honest with him.
I'm fairly convinced they bioformed Captain Solano.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like him. That explains it. Bioforming was so rare at the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place.
Okay, that's
Proof
my question.
of your claim is something you will have to produce yourself.
Then we have to bioscan him. I'll talk to Dr. Duvall.
That's quite the claim. Told me you were worried about him. But I never imagined this was what was wrong.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
That would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
True.
You're right. This is the worst case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order. Are you sure you're prepared for this? If you...
Right. I just want to check. Okay. Porto 6-3 felt a growing trust in their relationship when she revealed who she suspected might be the Scion aboard the Resolute. So that was a positive for
fail,
Porto
that's
6-3.
it. The end of your career. Maybe your life.
And with your help.
I don't know if I would be on my own. But with your support, I'm sure we can do it.
That smooth talking may come in handy. I'm in. But we can't pull this off with just the two of us. I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim, or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
Right, so... Okay, I can pause here. We're back with Carter, by the looks of it. What was... Dr. Duvall admired Jara's intuition and leadership when she was asked about confronting Captain Solano. Who mean, it could be Commander Ormat or Westbrook. I mean, we'll have to see who we have the choice to do it. I guess they were trying to get the ship back into order.
Down to one reactor. Thought we'd be stopped dead. At least stuck at impulse power.
The Takan enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
Okay, find the working console. Guess we have to go around, or... Yeah, okay, we have to go around. Ah, okay.
I got the ship's heading.
They've changed course. Drastically.
Looks like they're headed here. Usonia system. They might stop there.
Can we use the Zeldi's comms to signal your fleet?
Comm systems are locked.
Grab hold!
Oh, okay. Oh! I thought that was part of the cutscene. I had to grab hold.
The inertial dampeners can barely keep up. If they keep forcing this ship to make these short warp jumps, they're going to tear it apart.
Zeldi is still made by Lydian hands, despite all this Takan corruption. Oh,
We just gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
Kumbaya?
your people. Is there somewhere you go when you die?
Life after death? No. On my homeworld, some people think they can cheat death in a way by joining with the Trill symbiont. But that's not a life to me.
What about you? Is there another plane of existence for you? With every passing battle, as I get older, I think about it more.
I would say there's no way to know.
I think there's just no way for us to know what happens after we die.
Really?
Maybe there's something more, maybe not. But I can't discount the possibility. You can't prove a negative.
Then maybe you can understand this. My people have a special journey. When Lydians die, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors.
On the parade grounds of Cirella?
That is just one part of it, but yes. Death is not the end for us. So, even if some part of Itasca remains, by letting the Takan use her body, at best we are delaying the inevitable next step for her. At worst, we are leaving her as a prisoner in her own mind. You want to save the transformed. So do I.
Now that I've seen it happen, does it make me a hypocrite to say he has a point? What if we can't get them back? We can't leave them like that, right?
I think Itasca would want to be released. To think of what she could be going through right now. It's a torturous idea.
Right. I just want to think about it. Major Arminta understood Carter's uncertainty about the afterlife. And what he told me about their beliefs, I don't know why my mind went directly to Valhalla. Like some kind of Valhalla. If they don't die in battle, they then don't go to Valhalla and all that. Or something similar with like the Klingons with Stavokor and all that. As in, if you don't die in a certain way, then you can continue the journey, what they believe in. So, I would. I don't have a lot of time here to choose, so it's merciful. You have to try, or no, it's merciful.
What you're talking about is mercy. And that's an honorable goal.
That seems easier to live with than being driven by revenge.
Okay, that's a
I had a
positive.
sister, a twin. It's very rare among the Trill.
You never told me that.
She was one of the youngest hosts to ever join with a symbiont. A sentient creature that lives in our body. It's considered a great honor. The symbiont can bring centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the host. But sometimes, the symbiont personality suppresses the host entirely. My sister was the closest person in the world to me. I knew she would be different after joining. But she drew more and more distant. The room we shared growing up was foreign to the both of us. And eventually she, or whoever she'd become, cut me out entirely. So I left for Starfleet and swore I'd never go back. I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her. Someone who looked like my sister.
Okay. Before I choose anything, I want to see. Etzilar felt encouraged by Carter's merciful approach to those who have been biformed.
Sounded like her, but wasn't.
Kinda like losing Miranda.
So, losing Miranda like this, it opened an old wound.
Never really closed up in the first place.
You remind me of Itasca.
I do.
Bonds are not made by what runs through your veins, but the blood you spilled together. Itasca was my family in that way. I want you to know there is nothing I won't sacrifice to win this fight. But if we're lucky enough to survive, I'd be honored if you'd count me as one of your tribe. As Itasca was.
Even a couple of engineers like us?
You are many things.
In a way, you already are.
I don't need to wait that long. We've bled together. No one else will know what we've been through. That makes us a tribe. Right here.
I'll take that.
Will they not cease this madness?
Are we
What is this
here
place?
actually?
Is that the Veskar?
Another one of yours?
Not anymore. They've corrupted it. Just like the Zeldi.
Now there are two ships. Did this just get better? Or worse?
It certainly doesn't bode well for the crew of the Veskar. So many lives stolen.
It's up to us.
We're really at the heart of this fight now. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do about it.
This doesn't look like the Aphelion. What are they doing here?
You don't think they're just meeting their buddies?
Maybe, but then why are their buddies here?
Prepare for transfer.
The storm! It's back! What happened?
Hold on. Scanning. Tetrametric radiation is dropping. The Zeldi's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off just the one warp core now.
That means...
They've sent the Cartabula to that other ship.
I mean, makes sense. Because I suppose the other ship has all the cores. Okay, Mutiny on the Resolute. That's our next chapter. Let's see if we can find a break.
Something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing's wrong. In fact, I was just going to call for you. I'm needed down in engineering.
The bridge is yours.
I see. Choose an ally to confront Captain Solano. So it is Ormat, Bedrosian, or Westbrook. I mean, with Ormat, I believe we had all of the choices positive. And I know with Westbrook we had some neutral and then some positives. And with Bedrosian, yeah, we had the negative. That accident, right? But I guess that will be for next time. I'll have to give it a thought. Which one of the three? A bit annoying that I cannot like scroll and see all the choices here. See what was positive and what not. And I'm leaning more, well, I think more the obvious choice would be Bedrosian despite the accident. And then next would be Ormat and then Westbrook. But we'll have to see. For now, hopefully enjoy this episode, guys, and I'll see you next time. But as always, don't forget to take care.